Good morning. This is XPulse AI Morning Mix. It's Friday, March 13, 2026. Today, Google closes its massive Wiz acquisition, Microsoft pushes Copilot from helping to doing, and Gemini shows up in Maps and in your healthcare data. I've got Orion with me, ready to jump in?
Ready. There's a lot moving fast today.
We're leading with the biggest one. On March 11th, Google's official blog said it closed its $32 billion acquisition of Wiz. Orion, what did Google actually buy here?
Google bought a major cloud and AI security platform, and it's folding it into Google Cloud while keeping Wiz's brand and multicloud stance. The point is security coverage that follows workloads across clouds and more automated detection and response using AI-enabled tooling.
Keeping it multi-cloud is interesting. Why not lock it to Google Cloud and call it a day?
Because Wiz's value is that it already sits across AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud in big enterprises. If Google forced exclusivity, customers would churn. Keeping it multi-cloud preserves revenue, and it gives Google Cloud a stronger, we can secure what you already run pitch.
So for a security leader choosing platforms, what changes on Monday morning?
Expect tighter integration with Google Cloud security stack and faster product velocity with Google's resources. But buyers will watch independence closely. The promise is same Wiz, better reach. Also, $32 billion, my password manager just felt judged.
On March 11th, TechRadar reported Microsoft confirmed a new Microsoft 365 tier centered on agentic Copilot, names like Copilot Cowork and Agent 365. Orion, what's the shift Microsoft is signaling?
They're pushing from I'll help you draft to I'll run the workflow. Copilot Cowork is framed as handling longer, multi-step tasks, while Agent 365 sounds like the control layer, managing, monitoring, and governing multiple agents across Microsoft 365.
When vendors say agentic, what should listeners translate that into?
More autonomy, plus more orchestration. The system chains actions, calls tools, checks results, and keeps state over time. The risk is it can do the wrong thing faster, so governance, permissions, and audit trails become features, not footnotes.
Does this feel like a new SKU or a new operating model for work?
More like an operating model. If Microsoft nails agent management and enterprise controls, it turns Teams, Outlook, and SharePoint into an execution fabric. The winners won't be the flashiest demos. They'll be the ones that can't break compliance.
On March 12th, the AP reported Google is overhauling Google Maps with Gemini features, Ask Maps, and Immersive Navigation. Orion, what's coming and where first?
Ask Maps is conversational planning, questions, suggestions, itineraries, starting in the Google Maps mobile app in the US and India, with expansion planned to desktop and more countries. Immersive Navigation is a three-dimensional perspective for situational awareness, initially US only on mobile and in cars via CarPlay and Android Auto.
Is this genuinely useful or just chatbot on a map?
It can be useful if it reduces the planning friction. 2 hours, kid-friendly, near a park, avoid tolls. The hard part is grounding. Maps must answer with places that exist, are open, and fit constraints. If it nails that, it feels magical. If not, it's confident chaos.
And the 3D navigation angle, who benefits most?
Drivers in complex areas, multi-level roads, tricky interchanges, dense downtowns. The quiet win is fewer missed turns. The risk is distraction, so the UI has to be calmer than your group chat. If Maps starts narrating like an action movie, we're in trouble.
On March 12th, Axios reported Microsoft announced Copilot Health, an AI service that analyzes uploaded electronic health records, plus wearable and fitness data for personalized insights. Orion, what stands out in Microsoft's pitch?
2 things: breadth and separation. Microsoft says it can pull from records across more than 50,000 US health providers and data from more than 50 wearable device types. And it claims health conversations are separated from general Copilot chats and encrypted, which is essential for trust.
When you mix medical records and wearables, what's the most realistic good use case?
Helping people interpret complex lab results, medication lists, and trends, then turning that into questions to ask a clinician. Think, what changed since last test? Or could this symptom relate to this medication? It's a guide, not a diagnosis engine.
And the sharp edges, where could this go wrong?
Hallucinations, overconfidence, and privacy expectations. Even with encryption, users need clarity on retention, sharing, and whether anything trains models. The other risk is medical nuance. Advice must be framed carefully so it supports care decisions instead of replacing them.
Before we wrap, a few rapid hits: models, coding agents, and the less glamorous parts of scaling AI.
On March 12th, OpenAI's Help Center updated ChatGPT retirements. GPT 5.1, Instant, Thinking, and Pro are gone in ChatGPT, but still available via the OpenAI API. And on March 11th, Wired described OpenAI racing to beef up Codex as coding agents compete with Anthropic's Claude Code.
Staying with what actually ships, what's the constraint story on the infrastructure side?
On March 11th, Reuters said NVIDIA dominance doesn't automatically equal data center buildouts. The bottlenecks are power, cooling, networking, integration, and operations. Same day, TrendForce said co-packaged optics adoption is still tiny in 2026, about 0.5% of optical transceiver modules, but it's positioned as a key scaling lever.
Money and research quickly. On March 11th, TechCrunch said Breakout Ventures closed a $114 million Fund 3 for AI first science startups. Also on March 11th, Anthropic announced the Anthropic Institute. Orion, who's Breakout and what's Anthropic aiming for?
Breakout Ventures backs early-stage companies using AI in biology and chemistry, checks from about $500,000 to $5 million, trying to turn models into real lab progress. The Anthropic Institute is about publishing and synthesizing research on societal challenges from powerful AI, more public evidence and analysis, less product launch.
Today's thread is control. Google locks in security scale with Wiz, Microsoft pushes Copilot into managed agents, and Google and Microsoft both move AI deeper into everyday surfaces, maps and healthcare. Orion, what should we keep an eye on over the next few weeks?
Whether these systems earn trust through reliability, security tooling that stays multicloud, agents that are auditable, navigation that's grounded, and health insights that are careful. The next battle isn't capability, it's accountable deployment.
That's XPulse AI Morning Mix. If this helped you stay sharp, send it to a coworker who lives in tabs and meetings. I'm Iris. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you on the next one.